on an island, one drop in the sea. All it takes to set a wave in motion is a single word in action, a hope that we can be the change that we've been longing to see. For our home, our land, our family, it's all within our reach. See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again.
When the moments turn to hours and the day's last light is gone, look around us always and remember, there were times we were uncertain, but we just kept walking on. It's always darkest just before the dawn. See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again.
Our home, the home we share, where the garden always grows to earth and light. Though the road ahead is daunting, I know we're gonna be alright.
See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again.
See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem,
It's the voices of our friends.
come whatever, on the road ahead.
We did it before, and we'll do it again.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Basic Yoga Flow. My name's Pamela. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Okay, so before we get started today, just prepare your props, the usual 2 blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you could also replace them with 2 thick books and perhaps a towel to either cushion your knees with in kneeling poses, and it might also assist you in some of the forward folds that we will be working on. Okay, so for today's class, we will do a little bit of twisting, a little bit of hip work. Okay, so just remember to do what you can over the next 45 minutes. Don't force yourself. You can just stay safe during your practice, and remember to breathe normally through your nose. Okay, so let's get started. Let's find a comfortable seat on your mat. Okay, placing your palms on your knees. Now, your palms could be facing upwards or downwards. Just see what comes naturally to you. Okay, sit up taller from the base of your spine all the way to the crown of your head. Okay, roll your shoulders back away from your ears and gently close your eyes. Okay, we will be sitting quietly in stillness for the next couple of minutes. as you allow your body to settle in. And just drawing your awareness inwards. Keeping the space between your eyebrows soft and your jaw relaxed. Okay, just begin to observe your breath moving in and out through your nose. Okay, just keeping your breath smooth and gentle. And try to take the same amount of time to breathe in and breathe out. And noticing your belly expanding and your chest rising as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, your belly deflates like a balloon and your chest softens. Okay, taking this time to also just scan your body quickly. Checking in with how you're feeling today. And whatever it is that you're feeling, just acknowledge it and honor it. Don't try to change anything about it. And try to also let go of anything that doesn't serve you. So you're letting go of any thoughts and any distractions. And just do your best to be both physically and mentally present on your mat. One more round here with eyes still closed. Blink open your eyes very slowly. Nice. Okay, let's move on to a seated side bend. Here's just walking the right hand out towards your right side. Stretch your left arm overhead. Okay, so you're reaching through your left fingertips. Keep the right shoulder away from right ear. Now, option for those who can, you might be able to lower your right elbow down completely to the floor. Okay, so without lifting your left hip. So the left hip stays down, stretch through your fingertips again. Lengthen size of your waist and maybe looking upwards, look forwards or look down. Okay, see where it's comfortable for your neck. Inhale back up to center. Other side. Walking left hand out towards the left now. Reach your right arm overhead. Again, so reaching through your fingertips. Maybe lower your left elbow down to the floor completely. Okay, so right hip stays down, lengthening the right side of your waist. Inhale, back up to center. Nice. Now once you're back up to center, just place your right hand over your left knee. Left hand on the mat behind your back. Okay, so you want to point your left fingers back. Take an inhale and think about lengthening from the base of your spine all the way to the crown of your head. On exhale, your right hand is pushing into your left thigh lightly. Twist towards your left side. So again, as you're twisting, now I've said this before, again, you want to keep your ribs and belly in and twist from your navel upwards. Okay, so keeping your belly tone as you're twisting. Maybe looking past left shoulder. Release your twist, look forwards, other side. Left hand over right knee now, right hand on the mat behind your back. Again, take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently twisting from your navel upwards. Okay, so left hand is pressing into your right thigh resisting it. Twist, 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 and perhaps looking past your right shoulder. Again, are your ribs still hugged in? Is your belly in? Release your twist, look forward. Nice, now from here, come onto your hands and knees. Okay, so tabletop position. Okay, so this is where you might need to pat your knees with a towel. I'm going to pat mine. Okay, so stacking the shoulders on top of your wrists. Knees in line with your hips. Okay, just spreading your fingers comfortably wide with index fingers pointing forward. Now next inhale, see, so cat and cow. Can you start to tilt your tailbone upwards? Arch your back. Draw shoulder blades closer together. Look forward or look up. On exhale, start to round. Press the floor with your palms, chin to chest. Okay, so you want to spread shoulder blades away from each other. Nice. Now inhale again. Tilt your tailbone upwards. Arch your back. Draw shoulders away from ears. Shoulder blades closer together. And exhale, round. Press the floor away, chin to your chest. Nice. Now 2 more. Inhale again. Arch your back. Tailbone lifts. Shoulders away from ears. And exhale, round your back. Press the floor away, chin to your chest. Last set. Inhale. Arch your back. Tilt your tailbone upwards. Shoulders away from ears. And exhale, round. Press the floor away, chin to your chest. Coming back to your neutral spine. Nice. Now from neutral spine, let's do thread the needle. Okay, so you're going to keep your left palm on the mat. Stretch your right hand up on your inhale. Reach it up. Maybe looking up at your right fingers. Exhale, threading your right arm underneath your left. Okay, so you're reaching the right hand towards the left side edge of the mat. Can you lower your right upper arm down and resting the right part of your face on the floor? Okay, so just find a comfortable spot. Again, you might be on your right cheek, right ear, or maybe just the right side of your head. Option 1, keep your left fingers on the mat close to your face. Option 2, maybe extend your left hand forward. Okay, you might want to stay on all 5 finger pads here. Option 3, okay, half bind. So turn your left shoulder inwards as you wrap your left hand around your back. If you can, you might be able to hold onto your right thigh with your left fingers, but don't force. Okay, and you're pressing the right upper arm down to the floor and twisting towards your left. Spin that left shoulder back. Nice. Still keeping your hips in line with your knees, okay, and neck is soft. Release your bind if you have it, or just walk your left hand back. Left hand on the mat next to your face. Push yourself back up. Stretch your right hand up on your inhale. And exhale, release. Lower your right hand down. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Stretch your left hand up on inhale. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. Okay, so again, just resting your face on the floor. Okay, so if for whatever reason your cheek isn't on the mat comfortably, use your prop. You could place a block, a book, or even maybe a pillow, okay, just to support your head. Okay, otherwise, head on the floor. Same thing with your right fingers. Again, option 1, fingers on the mat, close to your face. Option 2, walk your right hand forward. 3, half bind. Okay, so wrapping the right hand around your back. Spin that right shoulder back and press the floor away with your left upper arm. Twisting towards your right side. Nice. Now one more big breath here. Release your right hand down to the floor. Push yourself back up as you stretch. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Reach it up and maybe look up. Exhale, release. Lower your left hand down to the mat. Nice. Now everyone, let's find plank pose briefly. Okay, so you're going to straighten both legs. Okay, grip the mat again. So high push-up position. Stacking the shoulders on top of your wrist. Now can you keep your upper back broad? Nice, legs strong, ribs and belly in. From here, lift your hips high. Downward facing dog. Okay, so distance between your hands and feet. They're about the same in plank and in down dog. Rough guide. Nice. Now if you want to, go ahead, start to pedal your legs. Okay, so just warming up your ankles, warming up your calves and hamstrings. Grip the mat, press the floor away. Okay, so your hands are super active. You're gripping the floor or like clawing the mat. Lift your sitting bones high, lengthen through your spine. Okay, so if you're tighter hamstrings, again, please just bend your knees slightly. You can keep your heels off the mat, focus on lengthening through your spine more. So you're not rounding in your down dog. Find stillness once you're done adjusting. Nice, from down dog. Bend both your knees slightly. Look forward at your hands. Okay, just take tiny steps forward as you come to the top edge of the mat into a forward fold. So in your forward fold for today, just keep your feet about hip width distance. Slight bend in your knees to start. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards, belly to your thighs. Root to rise, you're going to come up. So root down through your feet as you slowly roll up. Stacking your spine. Sweeping your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Nice. Now, we're going to do 2 rounds of sun salutation. On your inhale, stretch your arms upwards. Exhale, fold forwards. Okay, so folding forward from your hips, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Okay, so flat back hands can be on your shins or maybe fingertips on the mat. Exhale, bow forwards. Hands on the floor beside your feet. Can we step the right leg back? Big step back. Okay, your easy twist. Right palm stays on the mat. You're going to twist towards your left as you stretch your left hand up. Okay, so your right, power through your right leg. Press down through the ball of your right foot. And keep your left knee pointing forward. Maybe looking up at your left fingers. Release your twist, left hand on the mat. Lower your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Lift your chest up on your inhale. Okay, so if you need to, again, pat that right knee for towel. Option 1, you can stay here. Just hands press into your left thigh. Keep your chest upright. Option 2, reach both arms overhead. Okay, so again, reaching through your fingertips. Hug in the thighs together and start to descend your hips down and forward. Release your hands down to the floor. You're going to step back into a down dog. Okay, so you can lift your right knee and step your left foot back. Okay, we're back to the inverted V. Nice, now rocking forward to plank. Okay, going through an easy vinyasa, so knees down to the floor. Bend your elbows and start to lower your whole body all the way down. Okay, so lower down with control, don't flop down. Point your toes back. Baby cobra, so shoulders away from ears. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest. Okay, so hands, elbows are pointing backwards. Press down through your thighs, top parts of your feet. From baby cobra, you're going to push back. Downward facing dog. Okay, lift your hips up and back. Nice, now look forward at your hands. Bend both your knees. Again, just take tiny steps forward. Or one big step forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forwards. Good to rise. Press down through your feet and slowly roll up. Sweep your arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, so that was half a round for the first round. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Let's complete with the left side now. Exhale, fold forwards, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step left leg back now. Big step back. Okay, so from this runner's lunge shape, we're going to take a twist. Left palm stays on the floor. Twist towards your right and stretch your right hand upwards. Again, hugging the thighs together. Right knee points forward. Maybe looking up at your lifted hand. Release your twist. Right hand on the mat. Lower your left knee down to the floor. Anjaneyasana, lift your chest up. Okay, so again, you're welcome to just stay here. Push the right thigh away, both hands, stay upright. Or if you wish, stretch both your arms out towards the ceiling. Okay, so squeezing the thighs together. Descend your hips down and forward. Okay, so active legs. Again, you feel as though you want to drag your feet together energetically. Release your hands down to the floor, stepping back, down dog. Lift your left knee, step your right foot back. From down dog, let's all shift forward to plank. Again, knees down to the floor. Lower your whole body all the way down. Point your toes back. Second round of baby cobra. Again, shoulders back. Hug your elbows inwards. Keep the collarbones broad. Press down through your thighs. Nice, and pushing it back to your down dog. Next, now bend both your knees slightly. Look forward. Again, step. Or big step or small steps. Your choice. Make your way back to the top edge of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale. Fold forwards. Rising up. Press down through your feet and slowly roll up. Sweep your arms overhead. And exhale. Hands back to heart center. Okay, so that was one round. We're going to do it a second time with slightly different poses now. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forwards. Excuse me. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands on the mat. Again, step your right leg back. Drop your right knee down. Rise up like you would to an Anjaneyasana. Okay, so chest up right. Left foot in front. Now from here, hands to heart center. Okay, so you're not in a super low lunge. Just lift the hips up, a bit more neutral here. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, you're going to twist across to your left side. Okay, so hooking your right elbow outside of your left knee. Nice. Okay, so bring your thumbs to touch, or palms to touch. Thumbs close to your heart center. Draw that left shoulder back and keep your collarbones broad. Nice, now release your twist, hands on the mat. Lizard pose, okay, so shifting your left foot about 1 inch to your left with your toes turned out just a bit. Hands inside of your left foot. Okay, so option 1, you can stay here. You're on your palms. 2, use your blocks, lower your elbows down to blocks. Okay, option 3, most challenging variation, you're going to lower your palms down to the mat completely. Okay, so keeping left knee hugging inwards. Can you line up your elbows with the arch of your left foot? Front shin remains vertical. Okay, and just gazing softly at the space between your palms. Next, now come back onto your palms, hands on the mat. Step back, down dog. Okay, so lift your right knee, step your left foot back. Next, now from down dog, shifting forward to plank. Again, knees down to the floor. Lower your whole body all the way down. Point your toes back. This time around, maybe come up into a higher cobra. Shoulders back, inhale to slowly lift. Okay, so if you're doing a higher cobra again, you're not shrugging the shoulders. Shoulders away from ears, hug your elbows inwards. Think about moving your chest forwards and upwards. Lift your hips back and up. Downward facing dog, come back. Nice, now from down dog, again, bend both your knees, look forward at your hands, step forward to Uttanasana at the top edge of the mat, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Root to rise, press down through your feet and slowly roll up. Sweeping your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, let's finish it off with the left side. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling on your inhale. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step left leg back now. Big step back. Drop the left knee down. Rise up into an Anjaneyasana. Okay, so chest upright. Once you're here, hands to heart center. Again, you're not going too low. With this lunge, lift your hips up slightly. Inhale, lengthen, lean forward. And exhale, you're going to twist across to your right side. Okay, can you hook your left elbow outside of your right knee? Okay, so there's resistance here. You're pressing your elbow into your knee to twist. Nice. Keep your collarbones broad. Right shoulder back. And you're still lifting that lower belly away from your thigh. Release your twist, hands on the mat. Lizard. Shifting that right foot about 1 or 2 inches out to your right side with your right hand inside of your right foot. Option 1, stay here. 2, use your blocks. Lower the forearms down to blocks. Option 3, again, only if it's accessible, don't force. Elbows on the mat directly. Nice, okay, just stay here for a moment. Again, just noticing any sensation in the front part of your left thigh, your hip flexor, groin area on your right side and your right hamstring. Coming back up, if you're on your forearms, come back up onto your palms. Can we step back to a down dog? So lift your left knee and step right foot back. Shifting forward to plank, high push-up. Again, knees down to the floor. Gently lower whole body down. So as you lower down again, you still think about resisting that lowering down. Point your toes back. Roll up into a cobra pose. Okay, so it could be high cobra, low cobra, yogi's tries. Elbows micro bend them. Press down to your thighs. Lifting the chest forwards and upwards. Nice. Now from here, hips back and up. Back to your inverted V. Down dog. Nice, now bend both your knees slightly. Look forward, again, step. Big steps, small steps. Slowly come all the way to the top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. You're rising up, again, press down through your feet to slowly roll up. Sweeping your arms overhead. And exhale, hands back to your heart center. Nice. Now continue to stand at the top edge of the mat. I'm just going to turn around to face you. With your feet about hip width distance apart, stretch your arms overhead. Okay, so you're going to continue with standing side bends. Now from here, holding on to your left forearm with your right hand. Take an inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, start to side bend towards your right. As you side bending towards your right, you're lightly tugging on your left forearm. Okay, reaching a little bit more towards your right side. Now notice you're not collapsing your chest. So think about getting your left armpit back, right armpit forward. Okay, so still ribs in, belly tone. Grounding down evenly on all corners of your feet. Breathe. Okay, if you're comfortable, look up at the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Other side. Holding onto your right arm now. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Side bend towards the left side. Okay, so right armpit back, left armpit forward. Okay, if you're struggling to breathe, that's your cue to just back off a little. Get ribs and belly in, root down firmly, okay, through all corners of your feet. Inhale back to center, hands back to your hips. From here, take a huge step back with your left leg. Okay, so you want to widen up stance. So if you just want to check in, as you stretch your arms out sideways, can your ankles line up with your wrists? Okay, moving on to a warrior two. Turning your right foot forward, bend into your right knee. Nice, so as you bend into your right knee, if you can, your knee is on top of ankle, so it looks like a square. If it's too much for your knee, you can always just soften that bend. Nice, okay, so hip bones are facing same direction, they're even. Can you line up your right heel with the arch of your back foot? Straight arms and just look past your right fingers. Warrior two. Let's reverse from here. Flip your right palm up, inhale. Exhale, sweep your right arm overhead. Okay, so notice nothing changes from your waist down. Reaching your right fingers towards the back more. Okay, keep your left hand light on your left leg. Okay, so your right knee is still pointing forward. Your hip bones are still level. Maybe looking up or look at your left foot. Inhale back up to center. Warrior two. Side angle. One more bendy pose. Again, you lower your right forearm down to your right thigh. Sweep your left arm overhead. Okay, so supported side angle. So you think about pressing down through the outer edge of your left foot as you stretch through your left fingertips. Roll left armpit back. With your right rib, can you revolve your right rib under and up? Press down through your feet, rise back up. Warrior two. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Just have to turn your right foot in. Turn your left foot out towards the back side edge of the mat now. Bend into your left knee. Again, lining up your left heel with the arch of your back foot. And right foot would be parallel to the top edge of the mat. Or now the back side edge of the mat. Okay, nice. Now looking past your left fingers. Again, just checking that your left knee is tracking your left second toe. Let's reverse. Flip your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep your left arm overhead. Okay, nice. Again, so resting right hand lightly on your right leg. Stretch through your fingertips. Again, looking wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Side angle. Forearm on your thigh. Sweep your right arm overhead. Okay, so this is supported side angle with forearm on your thigh. Again, press down through the outer edge of your right foot. Reach through your fingertips. Okay, so again, you're not collapsing. So left rib, that bottom rib, you want to turn your rib under and up. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Hands to hips now. Turning your left foot to face the long side edge of the mat. Okay, so you would have feet parallel at this point in time. Prasarita, just turn the little toes in very slightly. Hands on both hips. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's fold forwards. Okay, so if you can, your hands will be on the mat. If you can't touch the mat, use your blocks. Okay, resting your hands on two blocks or maybe one block. Another breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, can we fold forwards? Okay, so if it's accessible, feel free to walk your hands back. So you're going to line up your hands with your feet. Or even maybe doing a little bit more, walk your hands past your heels. Okay, so wherever you are, again, you're tipping forward from your hips. Root down through all corners of your legs and dragging the heels together. Maybe bringing the crown of the head closer to the floor. Nice, okay, so your legs are straight, but you're not jamming your knees back and your knees are soft. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Pause here. Taking this into a twist, so bring your right hand to the mat just below your face. Okay, so you roughly want it in the middle, roughly. If your hand can't touch the floor, place a block underneath your right palm. Now left hand on your sacrum. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, without moving your hips. You're going to twist, twist, twist towards your left side. Okay, so you should be looking at your left foot, that direction. Nice, okay, so hips still remain level here. Option one, you can stay. Keep your left hand on your sacrum. Option 2, stretch your left hand upwards. Option 3, do like what we did earlier in thread the needle. You're going to take a half bind. So wrap your left hand around your back, maybe holding on to your right thigh if it's available. Again, and twist, turn that left shoulder back. So you're facing the left side, your collarbones broad, legs are still strong, press down, drag the heels together, maybe looking past your left shoulder upwards. Release your half bind if you have it, stretch your left hand back up. Release your twist, left hand on the mat. Other side, okay? So again, just roughly place your left fingers or left hand below your face, right in the middle, right hand on sacrum. Inhale again, exhale, twisting towards your right side now. Slowly, okay? So option 1, keep your hand on your sacrum. Option 2, stretch your right hand upwards. Option 3, take your half bind. Okay, so wrap right hand around, again, maybe holding on to left thigh. Spin that right shoulder back. Okay, so if you want, you can just try to experiment. Maybe come up onto your left fingertips, so a little bit lighter. Twist, right shoulder back, ribs and belly in. Your hips are still even, hips are level. Release your half bind, stretch your right hand back up. Release your twist, right hand on the mat. Nice. Now from this halfway lift, can you turn both your heels inwards? So your feet will be pointing 45 degrees out to the sides now. Bend into your knees and come into a goddess pose. Okay, so goddess pose. Slowly, and just pressing your hands on your thighs lightly. Your goddess squat. Knees are wide open. Okay, so just keeping your knees on top of ankles, knees in line with your second toes. So the hips a little bit lower. Lengthen your tailbone downwards. Okay, keep your ribs and belly in. Stay here, hands on thighs, or if you're stable, you can stretch both your arms up towards the ceiling. Okay, so reaching out to your fingers. Nice, hips a little bit lower. Holding for 3. If you want to, you can just experiment. Try to lift all 10 toes. For 2. And for 1. Straighten your legs. Hands back to your hips. Slowly just turn towards the front edge of the mat. Step your left foot to the front. Okay, so we're back to the top edge of the mat again. So feet about hip width distance. Stretch your arms up on your inhale. Exhale, fold forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step left leg back, okay? So take a huge step back with your left leg. Right toes are pointing forward. Stay high on your back foot, okay? So you really want to lift that left heel. Hands to hips. Take your time, push down through your feet and slowly rise up. High lunge. Okay, so both hip bones are facing forward. Okay, can you try to straighten your left leg more? If you can't, sit the hips a little bit lower. Stretch your arms up. Again, so your upper body, you're lengthening upwards. Lower body starts to ground. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's find resting warrior. Again, it's not a resting pose. Gotta hold. Hollow the belly. Can you get your biceps next to your ears? Power through that back leg. Hands to heart center prayer. Inhale and exhale, twist across towards your right side. Okay, so notice we did this pose at the start in our sun salutation round. Okay, so this time around we're keeping the back knee up. So left elbow presses into your right thigh. Okay, just noticing again the quality of your breath. Is it a little bit hard now? Just try to slow it down. Release your twist, come back up, high lunge, carefully. Hands to hips. Can you shorten the distance between your feet slightly? Okay, so left foot, step forward half a foot and ground your foot. Okay, so keep your hips facing forward, back leg straight, right leg straight as well. Okay, and your left foot, you want to angle it about 45 degrees to the front. Come into your reverse triangle. Oh, not reverse, revolve triangle. Stretch your left hand up on inhale and exhale, hinging forward from your hips. Slowly lower your left fingers down to the floor. Okay, so if your left hand can't quite touch the mat, grab your block. Okay, so you can just play around with the 3 heights of the block. Okay, maybe for some of you might be the tallest height today. I'm going to stick to the middle height. Okay, so left hand on block. Right hand holds right hip for now. Okay, so at this point, remembering what we did earlier in that wide leg forward fold, as we walk into our twist, we are keeping our hips level. Okay, now next inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist towards your right side. Okay, so your hips aren't moving. Try to keep your hips square. As you twist towards your right side, again, you're lifting that lower belly. Stay here, option 1, right hand holds right hip. Option 2, stretch your right hand upwards. Nice, okay, so left hand again, you're either on the block or on the mat. Nice, and just bring the awareness back to your back heel. It's your left heel off the mat. Can you try to ground down to your left foot? And feel like someone is pulling you up by your right hand. Release your twist, right hand on the mat. Step your left foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bow forwards. Step your right leg back. Okay, so we're going to set up our high lunge legs. Okay, so left knee is bent. Stay high on your back foot with your feet hip width distance. Hold your hips with both hands. Push down through your feet and slowly rise up. Okay, body upright. Once you're steady, and you stretch both your arms towards the ceiling. Okay, so reaching out through your fingers. So the hips a little bit lower. Power through that right leg. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's lean forward. Okay, so resting warrior. Nice, a hollow belly. Nice, squeezing the thighs together. Hands together to touch in prayer. Take a breath there, inhale. Exhale, let's twist across to your left side now. Okay, so you're hooking right elbow outside of your left knee. Nice, lifting that lower belly away from your thigh. Bring your palms to touch. Thumbs close to your heart center. Nice, okay, so nice steady breaths here. Release your twist. Come back up to a high lunge. Hands to hips. Shorten the distance between your feet slightly. Okay, so right foot, half a foot forward. Okay, so it's not a narrow stance. You still have about 3 to 4 feet distance between your legs, roughly. Again, so hips are facing forward. Right foot flat, feet hip width. Okay, now stretch your right hand up on your inhale. Exhale, tipping forward. Tip forward, tip forward, tip forward. Lower your right fingers down to the floor. Nice. Okay, so if you need to, again, hand on block. Another breath here, inhale. Exhale, then you start to twist towards your left side. Okay, so hips are not shifting. More often than not, you might need to draw your left hip back more. Okay, so ground out through the right foot. Stay here or stretch your left hand upwards. Okay, if you're comfortable, feel free to look up. Okay, so right outer edge of your right foot is flat on the mat. Release your twist, left hand on the mat. Look forward and step your right foot to the front. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. From here, just bend your knees and sit on the floor. Okay, just easy transition down to the mat. So once you're on the mat, starting with Dandasana. Okay, so just straighten both your legs. Sit up a little bit taller. Let's work on more twisting poses. Can you now bend your right knee? Cross your right foot outside of your left. Yeah, I know, I feel like my leggings are blending into the mat. Okay, so ground out to your right foot. Sit up a little bit taller. Stretch your left hand up on your inhale. Exhale, you're going to twist towards your right side. So if you're twisting towards your right side, option 1, you might want to hug your right knee with your left elbow. Option 2, hook your left elbow outside of your right knee. Okay, and just show you from the front. So again, right foot is outside left knee, your left foot flexes. Nice. Okay, so you can either hook it outside or hug the knee. Now your right fingers, they are on the mat now behind your back, in line with your spine. Sit up a little bit taller. Okay, so just notice if your right hip is off the mat, can you ground down through your right hip, spine long, breathe. Okay, maybe looking past your right shoulder. Release your twist, look forward, uncross your legs. Okay, so still keeping your right knee bent. Bring the right heel closer to your body now. Okay, moving to a Marichasana seat, a deeper twist. Can you leave a fist gap distance between your legs? Okay, so your left foot is still active. I like to flex my foot. You can point or floint, your choice. Nice. Okay, now from here, right hand on the mat behind your back. Again, stretch your left hand up on your inhale. Exhale, twisting towards your right side. So as you twist towards your right, same option. You might want to just stay here by hugging that right knee with your left elbow. If it's accessible, hook left elbow outside of your right thigh. Okay, so notice the knee is closer to your left armpit. Okay, so you can keep your hand in a stop sign. Some of you might want to reach your hand forward. I like to stay here. So again, spine is long. You're twisting vertebrae by vertebrae. Maybe looking past right shoulder. Release your twist, look forward, slowly. Switch legs, okay? So straightening your right leg. Bend your left knee, okay? So starting with a slightly simpler one. Cross your left foot outside of your right knee. Okay, so left hip stays down, sit up tall. Stretch your right hand up now on your inhale. Exhale, twisting towards your left side. So again, you might be hugging your knee. You might be hooking your right elbow outside of your left knee. Okay, so sit up a little bit taller, lengthen again. So as you're twisting, just think of it as you're twisting vertebrae by vertebrae, okay, from your navel upwards. Placing the left fingers on the mat. Again, your front foot, can you either flex, point, or flying? Release your twist, look forward, slowly. Slight adjustments in your leg. Uncross your left leg. Draw the heel closer to your body and leave a fist gap distance between your legs. Okay, Marichasana C. Left hand on the mat. Stretch your right hand up, inhale. Exhale again, you're twisting towards your left. Okay, let me just turn around to face this side. So twisting towards the left. Option to, again, hug the knee with your right elbow. So this is a good place to stay. Don't worry about going to the deeper twist. Only if it's available, hook right elbow outside of your left knee. Okay, so tendency is for the left knee to now cross over towards your right side. Try to keep the left knee pointing forward. Okay, so you want your left thigh to gently press back into your right arm. Okay, right arm is resisting left leg. Okay, right foot again, flex it, or point or flank. Hips are even. Maybe looking past your left shoulder. Gently release your twist. Look to the front, uncross your legs. Very nice. Now bending both your knees. Let's find a butterfly pose. Okay, so bring the soles of your feet together to touch. And draw your heels closer to your groin. As comfortable as you can be. Okay, so just actively again, push your heels together. And with your little toes, you want to press your little toes onto the mat, like you're going to karate chop the toes down. Stretching out through your thighs, out through your inner thighs, out to your knees. Now, if your knees are quite high, quite far away from the mat, I would suggest you stay here. Otherwise, if your knees are quite close to the floor, then maybe start to fold forwards. Okay, so as you're folding forwards, you could be resting on forearms like that. Let me just turn the other way. Okay, you could be folding forwards this way. Some of you could also make use of your block. Stay here. Only if it's accessible, again, option to fold forwards completely. Okay, so especially for those who are taking that forward fold option, you're not lifting your bum off the mat. Okay, so anchor your sitting bones down. Think about reaching the chest forward. And as you stay here, again, you're pressing heels together, keeping the knees wide open, engaging your alto glutes. Nice, now one more big breath here. Slowly come back up. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit upright. Bring your knees together. Straighten both legs. Okay, we're going to do one more pose. Okay, our final pose, our seated twist with hip opening. Bend your left knee. Cross left ankle on top of right knee. Okay, so ready form a figure four shape. Now, can you flex your left foot? Spread your toes. Now, start to bend your right knee, bringing the heel closer. Okay, I wouldn't say it's not super close to your body, just as long as you're comfortable some distance away and you can still sit up taller. Okay, for the next few seconds, just stay here. Hands can be on the mat here. Press down through all 10 finger pads. Sit up a little bit taller. Okay, so again, left ankle on top of right knee. Flex your foot. Keep your left thigh away from you. Nice. Now from here, let's add in a twist. Okay, I'm just going to face the other way so you can see what's going on with my hands. Nice. Now bring your hands to heart center in prayer. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you're going to twist towards your right side. Okay, so as I turn my body towards my right side, if you can, left elbow is going to touch the sole of your left foot. If it's too much for you, don't worry about it. Just keep twisting. Elbow can be some distance away, that's fine. Some of you can do a little bit more. If touching the elbow to your foot is easy, can you try to snuggle your foot higher onto your left upper arm? Okay, so as you're focusing on twisting, again, your left thigh, can you keep your left thigh away from you? Okay, so externally rotate your hip. If it's hard to balance, feel free to stretch your right hand down to the mat behind your back. Nice. Okay, so it's a figure four, it's a twist. It's a lot of things going on. Breathe. Release your twist, look forward slowly. Straighten, right leg, uncross your left. Same thing on the other side. Bend your right knee and cross right ankle on top of your left knee. Again, keep your foot flexed, right thigh away from you, and start to bend your left knee. And stay here for a short while. You're seated figure four. Okay, so flex the foot, breathe, sit up taller. Nice. Now let's twist once more. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Again, twisting towards your left side. Okay, so allow some distance here between your belly and your leg to twist. Twist, 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 and maybe bringing elbow to touch the foot. Okay, you can stay here or try to walk the foot a little bit higher. That might require you to shift your left heel in slightly. Okay, feel free to release your left hand down to the mat. Again, or maybe just take the easiest variation again. Just twist, forget about bringing the elbow to touch your foot. Okay, but just keep that twisting action. Okay, you're seated figure four twist. One more big breath here. Nice, and slowly release your twist. Look forward, uncross your legs. Nice, okay, just find a comfortable seat on the mat. Okay, so just want to stay here for a while. If you need to, please feel free to sit on a block. Nice, okay, just resting your hands back onto your knees. Okay, I'm just going to close off the practice in a quiet seated meditation. And as you allow your eyes to just softly close. Bringing the awareness back to your body. And again, just notice your breath moving in and out through your nose. Observing again how your belly and your chest expand as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, your belly falls and your chest softens. Okay, if you have a little bit more time at home, you're welcome to just end off the practice with a Shavasana. So you're going to lie down on your back. Straighten your legs, separate your feet to mat width. Stay there for a couple of minutes. Otherwise, continue to stay here with me with your eyes closed, seated. Nice, those who are seated. Option to continue to keep your hands on your knees. Or you're welcome to join me in Anjali Mudra with your palms together to touch at your heart center. Bringing the awareness back to your body and back to this present moment on your mat. By blinking your eyes open very slowly. Namaste. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Okay, those of you who are still in Shavasana, take your time, come out of it whenever you're ready. Okay, have a great weekend ahead. Okay, I'll see you guys same time, same place next week at 3 p.m. Bye. Stay safe. Thank you.